نعم. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Barkanmu da shigowa wannan darasi na uku a cikin na biyu kai a cikin wannan sati na uku. So a cikin wannan class ɗin ne za mu yi magana akan abin da ya shafi string. Duba da last lecture we talk about data type, where we said we talk about string data type and number data type. We also talk about object, we talk about array data type. So akwai wayannan ba su kaɗai bane, akwai wasu data type wanda ba mu riga muka yi maganar su ba. Akwai irin su undefined, empty, then kuma muna da data type ɗin da ake ce ma null. So for example now, if you see a variable is let's say just something like this without anything here. If you now save this file, then okay, let's wait for it a moment. Okay, save it here, then you come down here and refresh this page. You see that it's undefined, right? You didn't define anything there. Okay, now apart from that, if you also see it maybe teacher is equals to null, right? You save this here and refresh this page here. You see that null is an object there. Okay, so apart from that, you can also set it to be like a string but doesn't have anything inside, like that. So if you save this file now, you save it like here, and probably you will see that this file, okay, it was not saved, it's saving, they're not responding or something like that. Maybe the computer was used for the longest time, the memory is like exhausted, that's why it shows this kind of things. Okay, now you see that is a string but there's nothing inside, it's empty. So apart from that, so today with all of them, therefore we have a lot of them. So now if we have a variable inside let's say a variable inside a string inside a variable, what we mean by that? Ko ba haka ba, me muke nufi da haka? Sannan kuma wannan variable din me muke iya yi, what is the property, what it has, and what is it talking about? So the meaning is, so for instance, the way we define our variable here, it's just like straightforward. I can write anything here, then write any rubbish text here, and anything like that. So now if I then instead of this, I can see, oh, why my browser is so slow at this time, I don't know. Maybe I have to restart this computer. Okay, now if I see, instead of the type, I would now say teacher here. All right, I want to see this variable, what it contains inside my browser there. Okay, now refresh this page here. Now I will see the random text. So this text has a lot of property. This variable, as you see it here, it has a lot of properties. We can do a lot with them for you to see. Number one of the thing we can do with that, we can check to see the length, actual how many characters are there inside, right? Like including space. So therefore, if I want to do that, that one is very simple. Now let me come to my code here. I can see, okay, maybe I can say length length is equals to, let's say, or maybe let me just name it conventionally string. I can say, okay, now variable string length string.length. Now I can remove all of this here. I can display, let me display the length inside length there. Okay, now save it, come here, refresh this page here. You'll be able to see is the length of 14. If you come back to your code here, you try to count number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 characters. If you add a few more characters here, you'll be able to count the string of length using the same method to do that, right? So therefore, if we have, maybe this one is kind of very important for people that try to validate an input. Says, okay, the password must be like 8 character length. So if you type anything, they'll count the numbers of characters, then they will tell you whether it is a good password, strong password, or a weak password. So we have a lot of things we can do with string length method there. So apart from checking the length of the string, we can also we have a problem, maybe we, in terms of, maybe if what about if we want to say a apostrophe, let's say position, let me see, let's say it is alright. For example, I want to write it is alright. You know, alright do come, it is do come with one quotation on top and then the other ones like that. Let me show you example. Now in my string, if I want to say it is alright here, I can say, okay, it is, then I can say alright, it is alright, for example. So normally what I usually do here is, let's say, put it in a single quotation here. So what I mostly do, this one do come with like a quotation on top of it like this, right? So if you do this and then try to print out the string on your page, you literally have a problem there, right? Let me give it a try. Let me give it a try. You not see anything because you have a problem there. Then you go to there and it has a problem there, right? So what is happening is that this one is a string, is kind of things converted, like, okay, we didn't put this one at the last one, right? So this one is assuming that maybe because of this one, maybe assuming that this is the beginning of it, this is the ending of it. So now if you save this file again and refresh this page here, you see that we still have that same problem there because of this hyphen that is inside here has changed the behavior of the entire string. Instead of the string to consider this one as a opening of the quotation and this one closing quotation, but what about the inside one? And if you even look at the color, this one is like a little bit gray and then this one look like a dark blue like that. So if you want to do any apostrophe here, you don't need to put a quotation here, but if you like, you can put double string here, double quotation here, and then you put a double quotation here, right? So if you save this one now, then you come to your browser here and refresh the page here, you'll be able to see the quotation now is outside like that. If you don't want to do that, you can also do it this way. Maybe this single quotation, maybe use this single quotation, then add this single quotation. But when it comes to here, you use a backward slash then s. If you now save this, you refresh your browser here, you'll be able to see it is like that. Okay. That one is very simple to do and it's very easy. Okay, in that aspect. Okay, what you need to do, okay, backward slash then the quotation you want to put there. Okay, when you do backward slash, then you put the quotation on top of it, then it will work perfectly than as the other did, right? So you see that it works perfectly. So in case of maybe you have a single quotations, you want to use another quotation inside, you have to use a backward slash in order for it to work. So we have this is what we call escape character. So if you want to escape any character, there's no problem, you can do that, and then you apply the backward slash and then put it there. Okay, sometimes if you want to like have a string with a quotation inside, that one is very simple too. You can just put escape character, then you put the string quotation, then it works as an escape. For instance, if you are writing some things like maybe some quotation, maybe let's say we are running but he said we, okay, or maybe let me just put it this way. You can see according to Musa, let's say 2022. This is kind of a citation of something, right? So this kind of citation of something says say the book is good. So this, what the book is good is the talk of this Musa. So sometimes you might likely to have a quotation here, maybe cut this and then, or maybe put it inside a single quotation here, and then it's a good, all right, the book, or maybe end at this point here. So if you have quotation outside like this and then quotation inside like this one will not work fine until you put backward slash here and then put another backward slash here. This quotation will consider as a quotation like that. But if you want to use it directly, then okay, we are giving it, I think, the same thing. Or maybe I didn't save it. Control is to save it and then come down here, then refresh it here. Okay, you see that? Okay, the quotation is now out. If you remove it, the major problem here is that only what brings this escape is that you can remove the escape, but what we do is make sure that the outside quotation here is double quotation. You can't put a single quotation inside a single quotation. That is the only problem there, right? So if you put it like this, if you leave it like this, and it will also work perfectly than the other one with escape did. You see, it works perfectly than the other escape. There is no problem if you can put single quotation outside, double quotation inside. There is no problem about that. But for you to put double quotation outside, double quotation inside, that's where you have problem with your string. Okay, so now after this escape character, we have a lot of them, right? Single quotation, escape, double quotation, backward slash, control N would make it new line. If you're writing, if you want to make it in a new line, you do backward slash N. For instance, let's say from here 2020, I want it to be in a new line. I can see here backward slash N here, then save it here, look at this. If I now come to my browser here, refresh this page here. Okay, did I save? Yes, I save. Okay, no work as expected, but no work as expected, but it look like okay. Yes, good. Things are okay. Let me see. Okay, new line is not working due to, let me check what's the problem. Actually, I didn't find any problem here. New line, but I don't know, maybe we talk about this in inside of our interactive class. We discuss about it. Okay, we also have /r, /t, new tab, and then /b, all of them. You can keep them, trying them, because if you see we have to try them, some of them might not actually work. If you also need / to appear in your screen, here you use this double / so that the / will appear. The other one is for the escape string, and the last one is the character that is appearing there. For instance, if now, let me give it a try. If you use double / here, then you save this file here, then you come here, refresh it here, you probably see the / appear there. Okay, so that is it for escape string or escape character. So we also have you can break a long code, a long code line, right, with the use of / and then O plus sign there. For example, let me see. Okay, I have maybe a string here. Maybe I can see this one plus, let's see, this one. Okay, sorry, this one here. I can see caliphate. I can see take solution ltd. Let me save this one. Okay, yes, refresh this page here. You see, you think this one is concatenating it. All right, so this one too have some more things you can discover. Okay, then what about the / escape code? Okay, escape code, this one too, you see the problem actually later. So okay, that's all. And then we, apart from this breaking along code line, okay, before the base readability, okay, this is just about the programming aspect of a thing, right? If you're dealing with it in the programming aspects, then you can do, okay, what will happen is, in this place here, you just need to do it this way. Then at the code there, if you write in the long code and then you use / there, then it might work like that. Okay, it's okay. We rectify this problem. Maybe we are doing an interactive class. Sorry for that. Okay, and apart from this, and then we also have another thing, method, string property and method. What do you mean by string property and method? There are a lot of things we can do. The simplest way we have started seeing it inside of the one we started, string length. You can know the string length, and then you can character at this one will return the character of the specified index. What is the character at the specified index? What is the character at maybe 5 or 4 or 2 or 3, right? Specified. For instance, now if we say okay, what is the character at maybe, let's say, string chat, maybe you can see chat 4 in this string. What is the character I want to have here? I want to display the length of that. Length. Right. Okay, this one. Now, what is mean by char at? We count this one, we get you the number. Let's say this one is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. We are expecting R to be the char at 4, right? Char at 4. All the string, sorry to see, all the string is considered in the string has to be like an array. All the string are in form of an array. So therefore, if you put it like that, you consider all the characters have one items inside an array. So you want to know the kind of things like that. So we have a lot of functions that are there: char coder, add, concat, then form char code. All of them, their explanation, their definitions, and all other things like that. The another one important thing is this index of return the position of the particular element or currency of the specified value. Let's see, I want to know the index of R. You know what I do there is put the char character and then put the position of the character. What about if I put the character? I want to know the position. So if that is the case, you use index of here. Let me just give it a try. I can see index of, let's say, index of R. Index of R. I want to know what is the index of R. Probably I'm expecting to see 4 there. So probably it's not working this way. Okay, index of return the position of the first found occurrence of a specified value in a string. Okay, I think this one should be in form of a string like this, so right. Okay, let me give it a try. Okay, now refresh it. You see that we have 4, right? If we scan the element there, scan the tree here, now scan the tree here. What about if I see O? We have O here, and then we have O here. Which one do we expect? We are expecting the first one, the glitch. Okay, specify K. I think we only have 1 K, right? Alright, if we have G, we give you this G instead of this G. The first one you get is the one you give you. Let me give it a try to a G. If you now specify G here, okay, where is the code there? If you now specify G here, it will give you the characters of that G. Now come down here, refresh this page here. You see it's at number 8. If you go to the code there, so that you want to count 1 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. All right, okay. Now we have so many functions like that, so many things like that. Last index of, maybe if you want to get the last one instead of the first one, so that is when you do the the index of is giving you the first one, the last index of will give you the last one. You search all of them, the last one you got and it will give you. So if I now say last index of G, instead of give me this G, you will go ahead and give me the last G in the string. Control is here, refresh this page here, refresh it, you see is 48 like that. Okay, now apart from that, I think we have a lot of functions that you can try. You can also take the substring of this. Maybe you want to take some part of the string, maybe use it for another purpose. This here you can do. Substring is very simple, and then there are cool functions. Streaming is like removing some spaces on the other action aside, or left stream or right stream or other things like that. So we have a cool functions that might help you in future. Maybe try to formulate the kind of characters, maybe string that you store inside a variable. Sometimes this string might be getting from somewhere, or database or any other information where you store them, right? So this one is very important. Please try as much as possible to see that you have practicalized what we're doing here. If you have any problem, then let's meet in the interactive class so that we can see how we can solve the problem. Thank you for watching.